Hey, get the gang, it's Rihanna Janae, and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. If you've been stalking my channel, go ahead and subscribe. You've been watching my videos long enough. Go ahead. You've had months to subscribe. Go ahead and do that, okay? Give this video a thumbs up and tap that notification bell so y'all can be in my business. So today, something that we've never talked about on here, and I don't really see a lot of content creators or in the fragrance community talk about this, but let's talk about some woody fragrances. I got woody fragrances that's strong with the woods. You got oud, you got gaiac wood, palo santo, like you got all these dark, rich notes that just make a fragrance grounded. And one thing about woody heavy fragrances, they last. So each one of these that I'm going to mention, you're gonna get at least 6-7 hours wears out of it. I can guarantee you. If you don't, maybe you might be a little nose blind, but other people are still gonna smell you. So if you want to see some woody fragrances, then keep on watching. Start this video off real strong with a beast fragrance that's woody heavy. It's caramel heavy. You get a little liqueur in it. I've mentioned this before, but this is real good. This is Amber Fever by Mancera. And listen, Linda, listen here. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest. If you are not a fan of whiskey smells, you may not like this because it's real heavy on the whiskey. But when you really let this sit in your skin and you let all of that sweetness from the resins of the amber and the benzoin and the caramel get down into it, baby, and it's unisex, y'all. The men's and the women's can smell good together. Let's hop into these notes real quick. So you get caramel, you get whiskey tonka bean, hazelnuts, jasmine, rose petals, violet, amber, musk, teak wood, and oak moss. So what you're gonna really get, of course, is gonna be that heavy whiskey dominance, but it's really sweet with the caramel, but you do get a little creaminess in this as well. It's really pretty from that hazelnut. I don't get too much floral in this, but I do also get some powderness from the violet. It's like very subtle, but it's still remains throughout the entire fragrance. But when this dries down, you get those woody notes, you get these sweetness, you get the oak moss, like it just blends really well. Like the oak moss isn't overpowering, but you still get that grain grassiness in here. Well, when I tell you this slaps, sis, this is good. This is some good stuff. So I don't recommend none of y'all. This one eat. Now this one right here is my love child. Everybody got this in their collection, like everybody. If y'all ain't got this in your collection, around your nose. And I probably said that in the last video that I mentioned about this fragrance. But this is a woody vanilla floral fragrance. So pretty. But this is Donna Born in Roma, the house of Valentino. And let me tell y'all, she's that girl. She is that girl. I love. I want to kind of spray it in my hair. Just a little bit, not too much, my scent of the day, y'all. I may have got it on my face, but this is so good. The beautiful jasmine tea in this is like my favorite note. It's my favorite note in this whole fragrance. The jasmine tea be spot on. It's like very warm and sultry and delicious, but it's not. This isn't like a edible fragrance. This is like flirty, but grown, but sophisticated, but sassy. Like, this is a fragrance that I think someone in their 20s, this is perfect for, but I think a mature woman can wear this as well. This is what the vibes you're getting. So let's hop into these notes real quick. This is an amber floral. And you get black currant, pink pepper, bergamot, jasmine tea, jasmine sunblock, jasmine, regular jasmine, bourbon vanilla, cashmere, and gaiac wood. So you're getting all these woods, and you're getting the cashmere. It's definitely creamy. It's definitely soft. The spicy pink pepper, but the spicy pink pepper isn't like super peppery, like let's say Amarose by Macinage, or Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper like from Kayali. It's not pink peppery. It's very subtle. It's like, this is blended to perfection. I love these. This is one of my favorite fragrances, even though the didn't. I love this fragrance. All right, this next one, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie. It's like at the bottom of my list in my entire collection. I've tried to get rid of this fragrance. My eyelash, hold on, y'all. My eyelash doing some things here. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, it's on the bottom of the food chain when it comes to my fragrances. And I've tried to get rid of this fragrance several times, but don't nobody want it. And it's not that I dislike it. Well, yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't like it like that. I thought I did, but I don't. And the camera's shaking. I'm sorry, y'all. But this is Gucci Guilty Absolute Parfum. I had thought I liked it when I smelled it in the store, but then when I brought it home and really played with it, it said and I'm trying to remind, because I was thinking maybe I haven't smelled this in a while, maybe it'll remind me why I like it, but now it's more reminding me of why I don't like it. But here on my channel, I'm open and transparent. Any fragrance in my collection, I'm going to talk about whether I like it or not. If it's in my collection for a reason. It may have been wasted money, but it's in my collection. Let's hop into this real quick. So this is a woody, like patchouli rose fragrance. I think there's patchouli in here. It smells like there's patchouli in here. It's very aromatic, so it is fresh. You get some freshness in here, but it smells like seaweed or something. That's what it smells like to me. So let's hop into these notes. You get blackberry, pink pepper, bergamot, cypress, Bulgarian rose, some woody notes, vetiver, patchouli, and amber. And the thing is, all those notes sound like notes that I would wear. But together, that concoction ain't concoctioning. Like, y'all. And I really think it's the patchouli. I really think that's what's turning me off. And I'm one of those people, the rare few, that actually don't mind patchouli. But it's real green. It's real green. But it's very woody. It is very floral. It's fruity. I'm going to let it dry down. Maybe we'll come back to this later in the video to see if in a dry down it made me feel some type of way. But like I said, I mentioned it because I own it. It was a woody fragrance. If the top of chord is woody, it got talked about in this video. But we gonna come back and see how I'm feeling later on. All right, this next one is a budget friendly. Cause I try to help y'all save some coins. I try. But this one is going to be Wood Elixir by Mix Bar. And I have never heard a single person talk about this particular one. And I'm sorry if my chair's squeaky. I'm investing in a chair. I am. I'm going to invest in a chair so y'all can stop hearing me apologize. Back to the video. This is a musky, vanilla woody, powdery scent. And it's very clean. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Or maybe it may be the jewelry. I sprayed it on top of the jewelry. Because I'm like, it kind of smells like nail polish a little bit. But that's because it's on the jewelry. This right here, like, I really like Cloud Musk as much as a clean fragrance. But this one is just not as sweet. I think Cloud Musk is a little sweet. Or maybe this one. Hold on. No, it's this one. This one is sweeter than Cloud Musk in my personal opinion, because this one has the vanilla. It has like fruity aspects to it, but it's real woody and just real nice. Okay, let's hop into these notes, y'all, because I haven't reached for this in a while, and I keep forgetting. I hate when like fragrances get pushed in the back of the collection. I wish I could just display all of my fragrances like on a line, so that I can see everything, but it don't happen like that. So this one has Cashmere musk, vanilla patchouli, red berries, some lychee, some lemon, lily of the valley, and jasmine. So this fragrance, it is very zesty in the opening, and that's probably what I smell. Yep, that's why. Okay, it ain't nail polish, it's lemon, y'all. Like, it smells like cleaning products in the opening, because it has that like fruitiness too, but then you get the beautiful white florals, and it's real musky, it's real woody, but there's no wood in here, but it's one of the main accords is wood. But I like this. If you need something to layer to help your fragrances stick, for $20. Tell them Dree sent you at Target. All right, this next fragrance is for the girls who want to support a black brand, and it better be everybody. Because if you ain't supporting a black brand, you ain't supporting me. But I literally did a 2-part video of black-owned brands that you need to support. Pause this video rich now. Go in my description box and click on them 2 videos. Watch both of them to its entirety, because your life gonna be blessed. We got black-owned brands making fragrances that should be in stores like yesterday. Okay, because y'all be asleep. Y'all ain't woke. Y'all not woke. But I had to, talk about that. So make sure you go there. Look at the 2 videos. In both videos, I did put links to every fragrance all of their websites. And it's real detailed about the brand, the yada, yada, yada. So make sure y'all check that out. But we're talking about one of them that I've already mentioned. But this is Mason Darius. And the fragrance is Natorietta. Listen, Lambda, if you want a beautiful woody candy fragrance, this is it. This is it. This is it. Okay, let me tell y'all something. You know what I love about Zach? He's the owner. His name is Zach. He didn't upgrade it. Now he on Lucky Scent. That is so beautiful. And I did mention that in the other video, but I just wanted to give credit where credit is due. You gotta be on some real boss stuff to be able to accomplish something like that. So kudos to Zach for being able to get his brand on another platform to sell and promote his products. And the bottle, get into the bottle. And literally, I did all of this in the other video. So I want y'all to act like y'all did. When y'all go see it, you're gonna see it again. That's just, I have to support. But look at the details, very detailed. He put all the information, it's flammable, he went into detail. This is professional, okay? For all the small businesses, look at some of the other businesses and see what they're doing and do that. I'm not saying you got to do exact word for word what they're doing, but if you want to be able to make it in stores, that may not be your dream. You may only want to sell within, but if you want to make it, do what you need to do. Get a nice bottle. Make sure it's detailed. Make sure your website look professional. That ain't what this video about, y'all. Let's talk about this fragrance. This is a rich, smoky oud fragrance with a candy caramel and a hint of spice. So you get amber, caramel, oud, violet, sandalwood, and musk. Y'all know every single one of those notes is one of my favorites. This is so rich and delicious. I need to just go ahead and get about 2 or 3 backup bottles of this. I literally do. This is the perfect fall fragrance. This is the perfect gourmand fragrance. If you are, I'm not gonna say this is safe blind buy, but if you are trying to test out ouds, this is a safe way to get into ouds. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go heavy with like getting ouds that mood. That may be too much, but I feel like it's the perfect roundness of woodiness from the oud. It's like real rich and resin. And then you get the resins from the amber and the vanilla. It's very creamy when it dry, like right there in the dry down, it gets real creamy and lush. And then musky. It's the skin scent after that, You still smell it, but you're gonna get that musk. Real good. I think this was like retailed at $95. Go on his website, y'all. Go on this website. I put it in the description box. I'm gonna be nice. Put it in the description box. Now this next one, y'all. Let me lean back, cause this is a beast. Like it'll shift around. This one right here is one of my favorite fragrances in my outlet. Let me take these off, y'all. Let me just go so y'all can get into this face. Hello. Play with your mama, not me. But this right here is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection, and I only can pull it out at a certain time, and it's that time, y'all. It's time for me to pull this out. If you looking for a smoky, rich fragrance with some sexy sweetness, Rock by Latifah is for you. y'all, you just don't know how this fragrance makes me feel. Like, it's real good. So you get vanilla, you get sugar, you get oud, incense, musk, and sandalwood. It's like a burnt sugared fragrance with smoky oud, brown sugar goodness, y'all. And it's unisex. You and your man can smell good together. Let me not leave that out, because I had a ex. I posted this on Instagram when I first got it, and I was, because someone actually gave this to me for my birthday. They went on my Amazon wish list and they got it for me. And I posted this, and he said, "Oh, I just went to the store and bought that." I bet you did. I bet you did. He said the man in the at the counter recommend. I can't never have nothing to myself, so I guess me and my ex smell good together. I'm so funny, y'all. Disregard, I cuss up on this app, but it's like a beautiful sweet vanilla oudie wood with like a rich, like this fragrance is rich, and the thing about this fragrance, you can overspray it. You can get away with overspraying. It projects, but it's not like one of those beast mode fragrances that would choke you. Like, I can spray this 5 million times. I'm still gonna fill up a room, but I'm not gonna offend nobody. I mean, that's just me. Don't spray it 5 million. Look at me, I already sprayed Donna Born Aroma on me. But listen, that's one about this. I'm definitely gonna get a lot of usage out of this, and I gotta go to Bath and Body Works to get some products to layer. I think that whiskey and coffee, I think that would be perfect for this. Y'all finna go to the store, guys, because y'all finna smell me in this. I have not worn this since last year. This time to pull it back out. This might even be my birthday scent. Like, my birthday ain't even until December. I don't even know. It smells so good. But let's move on. Last but not least, we got one that I have been in love with since the day that it dropped off at their door. And I got a little ghetto on y'all. When it dropped off at the door, I fell in love. Lovefest Burning Cherry by Kay Ollie. Do you hear? And you already know this is a whole woody fragrance. She got the notes on the back, and it say Gaiac wood. That tell you right there it's a woody fragrance. That's all you needed to know. But this is a woody, sweet, beautiful cherry ambery fragrance. And let me tell you, I'm gonna read the notes on Frangretica because they're more detailed than the notes on the back. These are just telling you what you actually are gonna smell. But there are some, like, as your nose trained as a perfume reviewer, you smell stuff different. Like, most people are gonna smell this. I smell all these notes, but there are some things you're gonna smell a little bit more. Hello, is you gonna work or not? Okay. So the notes. We having a time. All right, the main notes you're getting is gonna be burning cherry, raspberry, bergamot, heliotrope, praline, rose, jasmine, palo santo, tonka bean, Gaiac wood, amber, Peru balsam, vetiver, and patchouli. It's a lot of notes. And I had mentioned this when I did my unboxing of this a few videos back, like a few months ago. Lost Cherry got lost when this came out. I ain't even been thinking about Lost Cherry since this come out. And no, it's not a dupe for Lost Cherry. Not by any. It smells nothing like Lost Cherry. This is more of a dark, literally a burning cherry. It's roasted, it's toasted, you know, over the fire pit or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And it got a sweet raspberry, but it also has like greenness from the bergamot. It's a little zesty at up there at the top when you first spray it. But after that, all you smelling is spice and woods. And I'm thinking the spices from the Palo Santo, but you get vetiver. It gives it that woodiness. You're getting Gaiac wood, giving it that woodiness. And you get a little bit more green with the patchouli. But one of the main notes that I want to bring to the forefront is on the back. It's that praline. It gives it that caramelly, chocolatey feeling, like candy-like. And it's so sexy. Ooh. But yeah, y'all. This right here, I should have got the biggest bottle. I didn't know I was going to like it as much as I was. But I'm definitely going to get the 100 mil because it deserves. And it's a beast mode, and it lasts longer than Elixir and a whole bunch of other fragrances. And I did a cherry fragrance way back when, but since then I bought a whole bunch of. I've been on a hunt. I think cherry's like my new vanilla right now. So I may have to do an updated cherry video for y'all. And I may even make it fall because I do have some that are more for the fall than the summertime. If y'all want to see that, let me know. But that concludes the video. That's all I got for y'all. I gave y'all about 7 or 8 fragrances that was perfect for the occasion. So if this video was up your alley, give it a thumbs up. If it wasn't, mind your business. And subscribe to my channel and tap that notification bell. Go ahead and do it. Follow me on social media, TikTok and Instagram, Dre_Jane. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.